Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Since my last video was so well received, I decided to film another little episode of this Influencer 101 series, I'm going to call it. I've been doing this for about 2 years now, and I've been really pushing in the last year to grow and to figure out how to best get a wider audience. So this video is going to be my top 3 do's and don'ts of influencing and content creation. And I say influencing with a grain of salt because I hate the word influencer. But user-generated content or content creation is a huge thing in marketing right now. So this is the top 3 do's and don'ts if you want to do content creation as well. If you like these videos, make sure to subscribe and leave me a comment down below letting me know what you want to see next in the series. And let's just get right on into this video. My iPad here with all of my notes on it. So the first do is pick a niche. Now my niche is fashion and kind of lifestyle, trends, other stuff. Picking a niche will help brands find you. A big tip is to put it in your name on Instagram. I will put an example of my account here. I have like my name and then it says like mid-sized creator. So it shows kind of what I like, what part fashion niche that I'm in, because I am a size like large, extra large, 1X and a lot of things. So that is my niche. And you can also put them in your bio. And I suggest having an umbrella of niches. So like one niche, like my first niche is fashion. That's the first thing I'll focus on. My second one would be beauty, makeup, hair, everything. And the third one would be lifestyle and trends and all the other stuff that I do on Instagram. So I would only have about 3 niches. If you're gonna go more than that, I would create 2 accounts. But I can get into that in a different video. That is the biggest tip I have, is to create a niche. Now, when you are finding a niche, you want to follow others in your same niche. So engaging with other people that do the same thing you do is a huge thing to be able to grow on Instagram and to be able to get brands to find you. You want to be following brands that you want to work with. You want to be engaging with their content. You want to be commenting on their content. Also look at who's commenting on their content, or if they're featuring other creators. Go and like that creator's posts, follow them. It will really help you network and grow within the community that you want to be a part of. If you're not doing this full time, this doesn't take a lot of time. You can spend 5 to 10 minutes going through your following list or your feed and just liking and engaging and commenting on posts. Commenting on people's posts that like your content. I will go through my likes on my posts for the day and kind of pick a few people and go like a few of their posts and follow a couple of them if they're in my same niche. It is again a way to network and grow your following while also helping someone else out. Another thing you can do to find other creators that are similar to you and to engage with the community you want to be a part of is following hashtags. That was something Instagram introduced a couple years ago, I want to say, and I follow just a few hashtags that I use often, and that just makes it easier for me to see what other creators are creating within my bubble of Instagram, if that makes sense. So the first 2 things are picking a niche and following others in that niche. Now, it doesn't take more than about an hour to do that in your day to engage with, let me rephrase that. It shouldn't take more than like an hour a day. You do not have to spend all day on Instagram engaging, following. Actually, Instagram will probably block you if you like too many posts in a day. Although I think the max is like 700 or something. But spend 10 to 15 minutes a day kind of scrolling through your account, scrolling through the people who've liked your account, and just kind of branch out from there. Third thing that you want to do is to batch shoot content. Now when you're growing on Instagram, it is very, 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 very important that you stay consistent with what you're doing. So staying consistent in your content means you have to have enough content to post. Now I'm not saying you have to post twice a day for a month to be able to grow. You have, I would say, start, if you're just starting out, 3 times a week. Just aim for that, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It can be just on the weekends. You can also look in your analytics to see when your followers are active. That's another thing that you can do. Mine haven't really helped much, but that is something that I've heard will help. Instagram and your following, the algorithm will know when to expect you after you continue to post in that pattern. Again, it does not have to be daily. Sometimes daily posts are really, really stressful, and like, I don't know if a lot of the people watching this were on like YouTube in like 2014 when all these daily vloggers were like imploding because they were posting every single day and it was driving them absolutely mentally insane. But batch shooting content will help you not go insane. You spend 1 or 2 days a week shooting content, you get 5 or 6 posts up, you pick out outfits, pick out locations. It can just be on your sofa or in your front yard or your backyard or your bathroom or a white wall in your neighborhood or a bush or whatever you need to do. But it's pick a day or 2 in the week that you can spend a couple hours, go shoot all the content you need, and then you're able to schedule and post it out throughout the week. That is the biggest thing that I do that keeps me from going absolutely insane. And the thing that I want to mention that also helps is if you get sick or if an emergency comes up and you don't have time to shoot content, you have a backlog of content that you will be able to post, so you are still being consistent. Again, that's another big do, is batch shoot your content. It will keep you from going absolutely crazy. Now moving into the don'ts of content creation. Now there are a lot of things that people tell you not to do on Instagram. All these gurus are telling you, don't do this, don't do that, blah, blah, blah. I've been doing this since about 2020 when a lot of people got into Instagram and content creation and everyone was online because there was nothing else to do. I kind of fell victim to these like follow for follow trains or these engagement groups. And now while this will help your numbers in the long run and it will help you kind of get to the next bump up in your goals that you have set for followers, it will hurt you in the long run. I don't know if you're familiar with the term ghost followers. I will stick a definition in the screen. But those are just inactive followers that end up hurting your overall engagement. And brands will look at your number of followers and be like, wow, you should have so much more engagement than you have because you've participated in these follow for follows or engagement groups that go in and falsely skew your engagement and your numbers for your analytics. So that is a big thing that I wish I really didn't do. But again, it was a huge thing and people were inviting me and I was like, yeah, sure, because I just wanted to grow and I had no clue how. So that is a big thing, is don't join engagement groups. Now I know if people that are in those engagement groups are gonna be like, it doesn't do that, blah, 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 I've made genuine friends. Yeah, I've made genuine friends too through these groups, but I still have, when I go through my follower list or my following list, there's just a bunch of people that still follow me, but they haven't posted in a year or they haven't been engaging with my posts. Now it may just be because they haven't seen them, which is fine, but also it just it's not sustainable. Ambassadorship scams is the next thing I want to talk about. Now, I know a bunch of people who have fallen for this, who get confused about what this is when they're first starting out. I fell victim to one when I first started out, and it was a huge mess to try to sort out. I had to get a chargeback on my credit card because they were not sending me the product, and then the product just randomly showed up one day. But don't fall for these scams. If you are a starting influencer and a brand reaches out to you, if they are not reaching out to you from a verified account or their main account, if they say, oh, I'm so-and-so brand manager with this account, this big account, follow, if you want, we'll send you free product, blah, blah, blah. All you have to do is pay shipping. Red flag. You should never have to pay for a product that you are going to promote. Now, there are some cases where it may be a small business that will give you a discount. That's fine, but these things are most likely scams. I will if I can find one, I'll put a screenshot of one of the DMs that I get a lot, or you get those comments that say, oh, we just DM'd you, go like our blah, blah, blah. It is all scams. If they are not messaging from a main account, if they're making you pay shipping to get the product, or if their page looks legit, has a lot of followers, but the posts themselves don't have a lot of likes or comments and all the followers look like they're spammy, they've probably bought followers to be able to look like a legitimate. Be very careful when you are approached by these brands because they can be very scammy and they will end up stealing your money or your information or your credit card information, and you will have to go through your bank to get your money back if you do not end up getting the product. Now, I don't know why Instagram hasn't stopped this yet. This is one of my biggest frustrations because like they are banning random accounts all the time, but they do not do anything about these bot accounts or these spam accounts that are reaching out to people and scamming people for money. Okay, my last don't I have to talk about is don't forget to have fun. If you are not enjoying what you're doing, it's not going to be worth it in the long run. If you decide you want to do one niche, say you want to do fashion and you're trying to do it and you're just absolutely hating it, take a step back, reevaluate what you want to do, what values you want to bring to your followers, and slide into a different niche. I know a couple people that had big fashion accounts that are slowly rebranding because they just weren't passionate about what they're doing anymore. If you are not passionate about the things you are talking about, people are not going to want to follow you, if that makes sense. It's just going to start feeling redundant, and brands aren't going to want to work with you because you don't have good engagement, blah, blah, blah. You are going to struggle if you are not having fun, point blank. You can experiment with your content. You can, again, see what your followers want to see. You know, if you need inspiration, look on Pinterest. I get a lot of my inspiration from Pinterest. And remembering why you wanted to do this in the first place is a big thing. And not letting, if a post doesn't do well or if you aren't, gaining as many followers as you thought, making sure you're still having fun and remembering why you wanted to do this in the first place and your end goals is what is going to help with longevity and being able to really succeed at your page. Not focusing on numbers, I have likes turned off on all my photos because I just don't want that to be like my main focus when I'm looking at what I'm posting. If I'm not looking at the likes, if I'm not looking at my number of followers, I have more fun, just period, because I'm not worried about statistics. Another thing, don't listen to these trolls that are just trolling you in the comments. Trolls help your engagement. Like whenever someone comments something on like a reel about me that is like a troll comment or a hate comment, I just comment back. I'm like, thanks for the comment, it helps my engagement. And I just leave it at that, and they'll, reply back with something snarky, but I just, don't engage. Don't let them stop you. That is my biggest thing, is don't let them. Again, if the last 2 years have proven anything, it has really proven that content creation and user-generated content is the next big thing. If you see these big commercials that like Applebee's are doing, they are using user-generated content. They're using TikToks, they're using songs that have blown up on TikTok, they're using creators' videos to advertise, and this is something that a lot of people are jumping into, really not having any clue what they're doing. Me being one of them. I'm kind of learning as I go here, and I want to share what I've learned in the past 2 years with you guys. So that is kind of the goal of my whole series here. I know this was a kind of a short video, but I really wanted to get this information out there because I think it's really helpful. And you guys loved my last video. Thank you so much for all the views on that and the likes and the comments. I've tried to reply back to the comments if I can. But again, thank you so much. You are helping my dreams come true, really. So if you have watched to the end of this video, what do you want to see next? Because I want to share as much information with you guys as possible. Hit me up on Instagram, hit me up on Twitter, on here. You can, message me, you can email me if you have any really specific, like in-depth questions. I can try to email you back. Just let me know what you want to see and what you want to know about content creation, because again, I had no idea what I was doing. I just kind of posted what I wanted to post and my outfits, and I've kind of grown from there. So next video will be affiliate marketing and like to know it and all this stuff. So again, if you like this video, thumbs it up, subscribe, follow me on all my other platforms so you never miss me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.